Hello there. Oh, we had to do it. Oh, we had to do it. We had to come through with it. The Cartoon Network Best Show tier list. I should also do a Nickelodeon one too. Maybe I'll even do a Disney one. But today, we're going to do my personal favorite out of the three, okay? If you ask me what my personal favorite between, the early to mid 2000s, 90s and stuff like that, between programming, Cartoon Network, Disney, Nickelodeon, my favorite, Cartoon Network, okay? Cartoon Network was about that action, boss. Never watched, don't remember, trash, mid, B tier, means pretty good. A tier, great. Goated, okay? And we have all these lists of cartoons. Starting off, okay, I already don't remember, don't care, never watched, don't know what this is, can't even see what it says. I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is at all, okay? What is that? Two Stupid Dogs that played on Cartoon Network? I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and ignore that one. 16! Gotta make the good times last! This show really wasn't that good. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This show, this is one of those shows where the opening was so good, the intro was so good, that you had to watch the rest of the episode. But to be honest, I don't think 16 was all that great, but I did love 16. See, I'm objective, okay, with my tastes, okay? I'm objective. Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Doo. Bro! Cartoon Network had the best themes! I would play it, but I think it's going to get copyrighted, so I'm just going to ignore that. Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Do I even remember Pup Named Scooby-Doo that well? That was also one of those shows where the intro was so good. There's certain shows out there where the intro is just so good. As a kid, you're just going to watch the rest of the show. But I do remember enjoying it. So I'm going to go ahead as a kid. I remember watching it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in B tier. Adventure Time. Oh, Adventure Time. Oh boy, there's a lot of Adventure Time fanboys out there. I like Adventure Time. I really do like Adventure Time. I think it's a great show. I did think Adventure Time fell off a little bit, so I'm sorry. I'm going to people need to, honestly, people always come on my channel all the time and be like, oh my gosh, you put it in A tier. It should be in the top of the top. Dude, I put it in A tier, okay? A tier means it's great, okay? What are you complaining about? The Amazing World of Gumball. I tweeted this the other day. I said Amazing World of Gumball is right up there with SpongeBob, and I will stand by that. I'll stand by that opinion. I think Amazing World of Gumball is goated. I don't think there's really any criticism out there for this. The show is just an amazing show, bro. To me, it's this generation SpongeBob. Apples, what the heck is this? Cartoon Network just has so many random shows. You're like, what the heck is this, dude? No, never watched it. Never watched it. Baby Looney Tunes. Once again, another show that it was on, so I watched it, but I wasn't in depth watching it. The fact that I remember somewhat enjoying it, but not as much as a Pup Named Scooby-Doo, I think it probably was mid. Batman Beyond. I don't think that was the original cartoon programming, but it was on Cartoon Network. Batman Beyond was definitely, I have to go, goated. I have to go. And that's honestly, Batman Beyond is one of those things also where the theme is amazing. Batman Beyond is one of those things where I'm like, it proves that our cartoons were built completely different, okay? From this generation's, our networking was built different, okay? How was that? That was not for children! Is this Batman the Brave and the Bold? I think it is. I didn't like that show. I'm gonna have to go mid. I think some people liked it. I didn't like it. Sorry. Ben 10! Ben 10. What? Who didn't love Ben 10? If you didn't love Ben 10... You're not fun, okay? You're not a fun person to be around. Now, do I think Ben 10 was goated? Not the original. I think the original was A tier, and I think Alien Force was goated, or was it A tier? Oof. Ben 10 is probably another one where it's gonna need a rewatch. But because I'm not sure, I can't put it on goated. I gotta be sure to put it on goated. I'm gonna put them on A tier. I'm gonna put Ultimate Alien on A tier. And these new Ben 10 shows, I seen scenes of them and they just look trash. They just for them rebooting it alone deserves to be in trash tier. Even though I didn't get a full fledged picture of those shows, like I didn't fully watch them, they deserve to be in trash because it should never been rebooted. Like, what is this? What even is this? Just no, bad Cartoon Network, bad. That Batman show, I don't even remember the full name of it. Maybe it's just called Batman. I remember this show, and I remember I was so excited to watch this. This show was trash. This show was a heaping pile of garbage. It should not exist. The art style looked weird. They was trying to do Batman's origin stories, and I get it, you trying to build on to the villains, but they just threw a whole bunch of random villains in there that I didn't care about not one episode in that show. That show was just eh. Gamp Laszlo definitely goes to B tier. That show was definitely funny. I don't think it was like great funny, but it was funny. Chowder! A tier. Definitely A tier, okay? Panini belongs to the streets. Chowder is a Chad. A tier freaking show. I ain't gonna go goat it. But it's an A tier show. Clarence, never watched it. I heard some people liked it. Never got around to it. Class of 3000, another show where the intro was godly. This show was decent. It was a decent show overall. Had one of the best intros on freaking Cartoon Network, period. Dang, bro. Y'all, if you haven't watched Class of 3000, at least watch the intro. Just godly. Cloudy of a Chance of Meatballs, trash. Everything after the first movie is trash. Code Lyoko! Goated fam! The best theme song in Cartoon Network history. I'm pretty sure this is one of those shows, I would say this is one of those cartoons that was the closest thing that I got to anime other than the stuff on Toonami. But Code Lyoko was definitely goated. Definitely goated, man. I don't care. It's goated. Codename Kids Next Door. Goated, obviously. Avi. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Goated. Avi. Cow and Chicken. I really like Cow and Chicken, bro. That was definitely my childhood. The theme song, once again, I don't know how Cartoon Network just keeps putting out all these bangers, but maybe I need to do a theme song tier list too. I'm not sure, but Cow and Chicken was good, but I don't think it was great. But I did have a good time watching it. Clarence on the Creek, have not watched it yet, but I do plan on watching this show. I heard this show was really, really freaking good. So definitely, I would say out of all these shows that I haven't watched, this is definitely one that I'm going to watch in the future. Bro, the Cramp Twins. I did watch this. I don't remember it, but I did watch that. Dang. Have you ever just felt like just a mountain of nostalgia, even though you don't know where the nostalgia is coming from? That's because I remember this blue-headed guy. I do remember that. I don't remember it, though, to rank it, but I do remember it. Let me go ahead and get this one out the way, because this one is getting kind of big. I'm going to put this at the top so we can focus on the actual tiers instead of having that in our face. Yeah, that's a lot better. Dexter's Laboratory. Ooh, that's hard. That's my childhood right there. Dexter's Laboratory is definitely, I would say, one of the genuinely most funniest shows on Cartoon Network. It's definitely, like, if you want to just say not quality, just pure comedy, right? Which, I mean, that's what cartoons try to be anyways. But if you just go pure comedy, Dexter's Laboratory is definitely up there when it comes to comedy. But I think overall, I think the last few seasons did kind of fall off from what I remember. So I'm going to go A tier. How to Train Your Dragon, that was mid. I didn't like this show. I don't know if other people like this show, but I did not like this show. Wasn't necessary. Duck Dodgers. Maybe it's because of the theme song, or maybe because of nostalgia, or maybe because the show is just that good. But I'm putting Duck Dodgers in GOATed. I just had such a great time watching that show. Maybe it wasn't as great as I remember, but Duck Dodgers from the 21st century. Just for that alone, it deserves to be in GOATed tier. Ed, Edd, and Eddy, GOATed, especially after the last movie. The last season was kind of when they went to school. At least I think that was the last season, but it was definitely not the greatest, but everything before that and the last movie was amazing. So here's a show that gives me a lot of nostalgia. Eva Con, one of those shows that I'm just like, dude. Oh my gosh. I watch this all the time. I remember it being B tier. I messed my stuff up. Yeah, I remember it being around B tier. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Listen, dude. Listen, bro. Some people might be mad at this. Some people might understand. But listen, bro. This show is a whole lot of mid, okay? I'm sorry. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was a creative concept. And it had some moments. But I'm sorry. That show is one of the most irritating shows to watch. I definitely just watched it because it was just on. I didn't like this show. And one reason why I didn't like this show is because I feel like every character was cringe. Blue, Mac, everybody. I did not like one character. Eduardo was the most annoying character I've ever seen. The tall ass nigga, I didn't like him either. I didn't really like Coco. I thought she was annoying. Everything about this show to me is just annoying. Okay, like I said, at moments I'm put in mid, but I'm sorry if you love that show. I hate that show. I don't like that show. The Garfield show, I think this is like trash. Generator Rex is that. It didn't have enough time to grow for me to put it in GOATed because I think it got canceled. I only think it lasted like 2 seasons or something like that. I don't remember. I don't think Generator Rex lasted that long, but it was good enough to put in A tier. George of the Jungle. I do remember this. This is like mid. Yeah, it wasn't that good, but I did watch it. It was just on. The Green Lantern show. Is this the Green Lantern show I'm thinking about? This is the Green Lantern show I'm thinking about because I do remember watching the Green Lantern show. And it was boring. I'm sorry. I don't know if people actually liked it or not, but it was boring to me. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, of course, is GOATed. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is probably my favorite Cartoon Network show ever. Well, it's between that and another show that hasn't come up yet that's going to come up. But between the other show I'm thinking about and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, those are my favorite shows. Grim and Evil? What? What is that? I do kind of remember this intro. This was before Billy and Mandy? Was this before Billy and Mandy too? I don't even remember, bro. I don't remember this one as much, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in don't remember. He-Man! Oh my gosh, man. I used to love this when I was a kid. I'm going to put it in A tier. He-Man Masters of the Universe. That was the one in the early 2000s, I believe. Yep, it was great. I don't know what this is, but I'm putting it trash just for the fact that it's just the look at it. The fact that there's people in this picture. People. On something that's called Cartoon Network. And I gotta talk about that. I remember Cartoon Network tried to do that. They tried to do actual people shows. And I was like, your name is Cartoon Network. Stay in your lane. Like, they tried to do the Disney thing. I'm like, please stop. I Am Weasel. I remember this being decent. I don't remember being great, but I remember it being decent. Infinity Train. Now, this is another show that I do plan to watch one day. I heard this show was GOATed. I heard this is one of the best Cartoon Network shows in a very, very long time. I have not seen it yet, but I do plan to. And I think, no, actually, I saw like the first like episode or two. Yeah, I think I watched the first like couple episodes, and it was very funny. So I do see the potential in that, and I definitely want to watch it one day. Johnny Bravo. Now, once again, I think that if you're talking about just pure comedy, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is up there. Ed and Eddie is up there. Chowder is up there. Dexter's Laboratory up there. But I think if you just go from comedy to comedy, jokes to jokes, okay? Jokes to jokes. Not as an overall show, just jokes to jokes. Johnny Bravo was the funniest show on Cartoon Network, okay? Johnny Bravo, and maybe Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy maybe second. And like Dexter's maybe third. But Johnny Bravo had me dying in tears. The only reason why I'm not going to put it in GOATed, though, because the last maybe season or two, it did lose its luster. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they had a different director or a different direction they wanted to go to show, but I just remember it not being very good. But like the first couple of seasons of Johnny Bravo is the funniest that Cartoon Network's ever been. Johnny Test, so many people shit on Johnny Test, bro. So many people. And I get it, the whole I get it, bro. I get it. It's annoying when you definitely think about it. Johnny Test has some funny jokes, bro. Johnny Test has some good moments. I know some people don't like it, but I like personally, I think it's better than Foster's Home, Imaginary Friends, bitch ass. So I got Johnny Test in B tier. I enjoyed Johnny Test. It also had two great intros actually. I heard they're rebooting it. That's a mistake, but you know, it is what it is. The Justice League was definitely goated. I don't think anybody's denying that. Justice League, I love the Justice League. Go ahead and put Unlimited with it, okay? Just peak cartoons. Justice League Action though, I did try to watch this. It was mid. It just wasn't hitting. Like Justice League, the original show, it knew, of course, you can't go too far with it. Same thing with Batman Beyond. It knew you couldn't go too far with it. You know, you knew you couldn't go like over the edge because it's on Cartoon Network. But they weren't thinking about was this for kids or not. They was just writing it. It felt like Justice League Action. It was like, we got to make this kind of bubbly and good for kids as possible. And like the original Justice League and Batman Beyond and Batman the animated series, they didn't care. Okay, they were like, you're gonna watch it anyways because it's superheroes, but we're just gonna do our thing. We're gonna do our story, whether it's for kids or not. And that's why I just enjoy it more. I just did enjoy this. Crypto the superhero, I just remember watching it, but I remember not really liking it. I do remember what the heck this is, like just by the face of it. I don't remember it, so I don't remember what the show entailed, but whatever. Juniper Lee, once again, that's one of those shows I watched, but I didn't pay attention to. I'm wondering if I should still rank it or not, because honestly, I don't remember it. No, I'm not going to rank it because I don't remember it one bit. I just remember watching it, but I don't remember it at all. I don't remember any details. The Royals, haven't seen this. I think this is like something on HBO. The Looney Tunes show. So underappreciated. I wish they would bring this show back. This show was so underappreciated. So underappreciated. This show was so freaking good, man. A tier. Definitely A tier. Lolo Bunny from that show is the best Lolo Bunny. Daffy was hilarious. I really like Bugs. I like what they did with Bugs' character. I like it that they just made him a regular dude. And the reason why I like that, because I always felt like Bugs Bunny's character was always a Gary Stu, Larry Stu, the male version of Mary Sue. I always felt like, even though, yeah, it's just a cartoon, I never liked the depiction of Bugs Bunny always being this perfect being. Like, he can never do any wrong. He's just this perfect person. He can never be caught. He was great at everything. He's a cartoon, of course. I'm not worried about it. The original Bugs Bunny is still hilarious. I'm just saying, the way that they depicted him, and I love even how in Looney Tunes Back in Action, if you ever seen the movie, where they even like picked up on that. They was like, oh, Daffy Duck is the loser guy, which in the show, Daffy Duck is still the loser guy, but Bugs Bunny is this perfect dude that nothing can ever go wrong with him. And in the Looney Tunes show, they he's just a regular dude trying to make life dude that's trying to help out his friend Daffy Duck. I really like his character. Looney Tunes show is just a great show, man. It's just a great show. Mad. I remember this being ass. I tried to watch it several times. I never laughed once. I don't know if y'all like that or not, but I don't care. It's trash. The Misadventures of Flapjack. A tier. A tier. What can I say? Funny ass show. Funny ass show. They had a little boy, a grown ass man, in their house or their living arrangement. Okay, which grown ass man was a bum, by the way. Their house was in a freaking whale who was black. That show is amazing. Mucha Lucha. Oh my gosh, one of the best theme songs. One of the best theme songs. Okay, I want to scream it out loud, but you know, I have neighbors. You know, I'm trying to chill. Every time the theme song come on, you know, I'm about to break out the salsa though. A tier. My gym partner is a monkey. I thought it was decent. I enjoyed it. I'm going to put it. I had to put it in B tier. Ninjago. Oof. I think I'm one of the people that I just didn't like the concept of Ninjago. It was just so hard for me to take it seriously with the Lego concept. I've never been that into Legos, to be honest. So the art style and everything, the design is just really off-putting. It's just hard to take serious, to be honest. It was hard to take serious with Ninjago. I'm going to put it in mid. I know a lot of people love that show. That's probably one of my controversial opinions of the day. I'm going to put it in mid. I just didn't enjoy it. Over the Garden Wall. I heard this show was good. I have not seen it, but I heard it's one of those shows as an adult. One of those cartoons you definitely need to peep. I think it's on Hulu, so maybe I will one day. Who knows? Ozzy and Drix. Ooh, Osmosis Jones is goated. The movie. That show. I mean, the movie is goated. If we just like going off the movie, it is goated. The TV show, though, I do remember watching it. But it was one of those things where I'm like, I don't think it needed to exist, but I do think I enjoyed it more than How to Train Your Dragons adaptation from a movie to a TV show. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in B tier. Powerpuff Girls. Which one of these is the reboot? Okay, we're going to count this as the original and this one the reboot. Okay. The original, I have it. I have it in A tier. I don't think I have it as GOATed. Like, GOATed is on another echelon of TV for me. So A tier is still great. It was a great show. I don't know not one person that didn't like the Powerpuff Girls. So I believe this is the reboot. Trash. Definitely trash. I remember trying to no. Cartoon Network, stop. Regular show, GOATed. I remember watching it like last year. I didn't watch it all. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, this is okay. It's not all that great. This is one of those shows that, I mean, I would say is more for adults. At least I wouldn't say adults. No, yeah, I would say for adults. This is more for adults. It's one of those shows where, honestly, a lot of it you can only relate to if you have grown people responsibilities. I think when I first watched it, I didn't like it that much because I didn't have grown people responsibilities, so I didn't really relate to it. Watching it last year, I was like, wow, this is the most relatable thing I've ever seen, but it is definitely goated, and it's funny. Its humor is definitely, I wouldn't say it's for kids. The humor is childish, but it's not, like, it's not relatable to kids at all. Samurai Jack! Whatcha? I mean, what else can I say but goated? Like, we all know. You deserve to get your head sliced off if you don't think Samurai Jack is in goated tier, okay? Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, honestly, is one of those Scooby-Doo shows I would say I did not enjoy the most. But also, I would say I also left the whole mystery phase. I don't like mystery shows. I don't like investigation or police shows or anything like that because I think they're all so predictable, and yeah, I'm just going to put it in mid. Secret Saturdays, that sounds familiar as heck. Why does that sound so familiar? The Secret Saturdays. Wait, I do remember this. This show was actually pretty good. I do remember that because I remember this little dude in the back. Yeah, he used to hang out with. Yeah, I do. Wasn't that the? Yeah, I do remember that show. It was decent. Did I have anything more than like one season? Oh, I had 3 seasons. Okay. And how many seasons did Generator Rex have? Oh wait, Generator Rex did have 3 seasons. Oh, okay. Never watched Sonic Boom. It just looked weird to me and just not necessary. All about that Sonic X. The original Star Wars Clone Wars. Oh boy, that art style was so fresh. I think I have it in A tier. I can't put it in like goated because it didn't last very long, but it walked so Star Wars: The Clone Wars could run. Star Wars: The Clone Wars is definitely goated. Static Shock, goated. It's goated. Superhero Static Shock. Boop, boop. They have some like deep like stories in that show too. Like real nigga shit like deep. Steven Universe. I think I watched. This is definitely, I think Steven Universe, from what I've heard from everything about this show, is the most controversial cartoon ever. Ever. Some people praise it to high heavens and worship it like it's their god. Some people said it was great and it became trash. Some people said it's just trash. I watched the first 10 episodes. I think if I was a kid, I think I would have really, really, really liked it. Watching it as an adult, I was like, I can see the appeal. I gotta put it, of course, because I didn't really watch it, in the never watch, don't remember category. But I would say this. If you want to know from what I watched how I felt about it, it seemed like it was B tier. It seemed like it was B tier. And then I saw some scenes, maybe like from the movie and some scenes on YouTube. Overall, it seems like a B tier type of show. Like, I think that's why it's so controversial, because some people overrate it and some people trash on it a little bit too hard. I think that's why I have a feeling it's a B tier show. I don't know if I'll ever go back and really like watch it, but I get the feeling that's where it probably is. Symbiotic Titan was A tier. Maybe because of this scene alone. Okay, no, I think this was the show that didn't get the second or third season. Yeah, this is the season. I guess it got canceled. I'm not sure. Maybe it was that scene. Shake it, bake it, booty, quick it, roll it around. Don't break it, shake it, bake it, booty, quick it. Maybe it was too much ass, okay? That was a show that got canceled. I enjoyed it from what I saw, and I thought it had some real potential. Fortunately, Cartoon Network didn't, because Cartoon Network was... Teen Titans Go. I understand the hate. I do. I understand the hate. I understand that, you know, taking an IP like Teen Titans, which, let's get this straight. Let's go ahead. I'm not even going to say GOATed. Let me go a tier above. The GOAT, okay? It's the GOAT of Cartoon Network. It's the best show on Cartoon Network ever. It was an amazing series, okay? Samurai Jack, Clone Wars, Justice League, Code Lyoko, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Courage Cowardly Dog, Amazing World of Gumball, regular show are all amazing shows. All these shows in GOATed are amazing shows, but this was the show. This was the show. And going off of the show that was, in my opinion, the best show, and a lot of people's opinions that was the best show on Cartoon Network history, one of the best cartoons ever, and you end off kind of on a cliffhanger, they decided to go with Teen Titans Go. And I understand coming after that why people be upset, but I'm gonna be honest about it. If you take your mind off the fact that it's if you take off the mind off of Teen Titans, if you just look at Teen Titans Go like it's a separate thing, it's separate IP, it's separate show, don't take the original Teen Titans into account. Teen Titans Go is actually pretty good. It's a pretty funny show, dude. I know a lot of people are looking at me like I'm crazy right now. It's like, Wes, you are you high? Are you smoking dick? Listen, bro. Like I said, I get it. I get why you hate it. I get it. I really, really do. I know some of you want me to put in trash so bad. Not only for that, why people hate it, it also took most of Cartoon Network's time blocks. So that's another reason why people hate it. I get it. I really, really do. I do. But if you just see some of the episodes, okay? If you see some of the, like, there is some very clever jokes in Teen Titans Go, dude. My guy. There's some very clever jokes in the show. So I'm going to have to put Teen Titans Go in B tier. I know that's crazy. I know it's crazy. But it's a clever ass show, dude. When you take out Teen Titans, the original one, you just take that out of your mind and you try to look at it as separate for what it is. It's annoying sometimes. It definitely has, it's hit or miss. But when it hit, it hit. It's funny. It's hilarious. When it misses, it misses. So I understand. Thundercats. I think there's 2 Thundercats show. I think I did enjoy this. I think I'm gonna put that in B tier. I think I did not enjoy this. How do people feel about those? Let me actually look that up. The reviews on those. Nah, this can't be the Thundercats. That. No, this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. It was like a new one. And I thought it was pretty good, but I think it didn't last that long. Thundercats Roar. What the fuck is this? I thought this was something else. I never watched this. But just it looking like this. Just for it to look like this. This is a whole lot of bullshit. That is bullshit. Wow. Wow. I think this is the one that got canceled. Cartoon Network. I think that happened in like mid 2010s. Cartoon Network, after a regular show, like Cartoon Network had some hits in the 2010s. But they had so much bullshit in the 2010s. And I'll bet you a lot of these shows are misses and they came out in the 2010s. They were on some bullshit in that time, bro. Total Drama Island, the original series, goated. Actually, I think we're going to actually give that a rewatch on Twitch. I've been planning on that for months. So, definitely excited about that. But Total Drama Island from the first season was goated. I guess they don't have the other seasons, but they do have Total Drama Rama for whatever reason. Total Drama Rama. Actually, but if we just counted like all the seasons of Total Drama Island, if we count all the seasons of Total Drama Island, if this is like Total Drama Island, like all the season Total Drama Action, all the other bullshit that they tried to do, I actually would move it down to A tier. Because the first season is goated, but if you count everything, nah, bro, nah. Total Drama Rama, bullshit. Bro. This whole lineup is just trash. And I think all these came out in 2010s. Totally Spies was underrated. Oh my gosh, that favorite waifus. I think this was the show. Yep, I had to say. This is the show that ignited my love for waifus. I think this is the show. I think this, honestly, I'm going to be real. I think this show is solely responsible of just a new generation of men that would just appreciate a woman that could kick their ass, okay? I wouldn't mind if I had a girl that could kick my ass. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Totally Spies was my show. Uncle Grandpa heard about it, never watched it. I think some people like it, but I don't know. We Bare Bears. I think We Bare Bears is actually decent. That's one of the few 2010 shows. One of the few 2010 shows, like, from 2015 upward that I really, really enjoyed. That show is actually pretty decent. It's not great, but it's decent. This is What's New Scooby-Doo. What's New Scooby-Doo is A tier. What's New Scooby-Doo, once I watched What's New Scooby-Doo, is probably the reason why I couldn't watch Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated or couldn't get into it. Because What's New Scooby-Doo was already the fine line of peak Scooby-Doo, in my opinion. Shaolin Showdown! I think it did play on Cartoon Network, but I don't think it was originally a Cartoon Network show. I think it was originally a 4-kid show, but I don't remember. Shaolin Showdown was goated, man. Oh my gosh. Also one of those shows where, other than Toonami, is the reason why I am an anime fanboy fanatic. Shaolin Showdown was just great. It had great, like, I think it's underrated, to be honest, because I feel like people like it, but I really feel like people don't praise it as much as it deserves. Shaolin Showdown is goated. Goated. Okay? Their character arcs in the show, okay, the plot twist in the show, it was really an anime. It really was an anime. It was a great freaking show, bro. The ending of the show, okay, they did try to do a reboot, I think. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. I didn't watch it. It looked trash. Not even going to talk about it. Young Justice. I really liked Young Justice. I do, however, think Young Justice is a little overrated. Um, the reason why I feel like Young Justice is overrated is because I feel like every time the show finds its footing, it undercuts it. Like the first season, we have these group of kids, we have these group of characters that we enjoy, that we get to know. I think we watched 20, 25 episodes, and then they did a full time skip. Right? It's like we didn't even like we're just beginning to connect more and more to these characters. Like, what's the point of this time skip? The jump was weird. I think then the second season, I think they did another time skip. Honestly, I didn't enjoy the second season as much. And then the third season onward, I don't think it played on Cartoon Network. I was watching it. It was kind of boring. But overall, I think it's still an A tier show. I think it's just a well produced, great show in general. But I do think I do have my criticisms with Young Justice. Knowing Orange definitely. Just why? Just why? Don't know why. That and the Fred Show. Just why? Batman the Animated Series and the Superman the Animated Series. It's crazy that my last shows on here are going to be in the never watched. I know y'all looking like, Wes, I thought you were the cultured one. I've seen scenes of Batman the Animated Series, and I've seen scenes from Superman the Animated Series. But I just missed the generation that had these two shows. Like, I just missed. I know there was reruns, but when it came to X-Men, Batman, and Superman, the early to mid 90s cartoons, I just missed that generation. I just got in the generation of the Spider-Man the Animated Series, X-Men Evolution, Justice League, Static Shock, Batman, Beyond. Like, that was more my generation, the late 90s, early 2000s. This was a generation that was a little bit older than me, you know, people in their early 30s and beyond. Like I said, I just missed it. So I never got around to watching these two. But actually, I think Superman the Animated Series is actually in 2000. Hold on. Let's see. No, it was 1996. Yeah, that was the year I was born. So, yeah, I just missed that generation. Batman media series, 1992. So, yeah, I just missed it, and I never got around to watching it. Same thing with the X-Men on Disney. Never got around to watching it. But those are three shows I do plan on watching one day. But unfortunately, I heard that all three of them are goated. One day I'll see. But until then, we're going to put on Never Watch, Don't Remember. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the ones I did watch. These are the lists that I did watch. And yeah, once again, stepped in true culture. Told y'all the way. This is what I got. Tell me what you think down below. Hit that sub button, share, of course, comment, like. Y'all know what to do. Keep on being amazing. Peace, two fingers.